Hey everyone, I'm Shavaun.
I'm Sabrina.
And this is Spirit Talk. And today we're going to talk about Missy Avila. Missy happens to be my sister-in-law, and Missy was murdered in 1985. Her spirit has been really strong from the other side, and I want to talk about that. And yeah, and Sabrina is, we're both mediums, and we're going to share Missy from the other side. So Sabrina, you were saying that earlier that Missy's already here. So let's talk about that.
So I was getting ready before the podcast, just putting my clothes on and stuff. And I feel her in the closet and I'm like, hey, Missy, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, fuck, you're going to make me cry. Cause, and she goes, oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Like she's laughing. She's cute. I love her. She's sweet. She's sweet energy,
So I'm going to just explain a little bit in case people don't know what the story is real briefly. But Missy was murdered in 1985, and it took 3 years for the crime to be solved. And when it was solved, it turned out it was three of her friends. And the main ringleader of the crime was her best friend, Karen Severson. Well, what was so diabolical about this murder was that Karen, after the murder, moved in with the Avila family, stayed at the home, and sort of inserted herself into the whole case. And so she could always find out what was going on and the clues and all that sort of thing. Now, I was involved and happened to live down the street from Missy at the time of the murder, and was involved. I was there the night that the police came to tell us that they found her body. I was there for all of it, including the killer being in the house. There was one night in particular where Missy came to me in the bathroom, and I heard her. She whispered my name. She said, Shavaun. And she didn't say anything else, but when I opened up the bathroom door, Karen was standing right outside the door. And Karen was always my first thought. Everybody I told, was my first thought. And that's just really what she connected with me on. But nobody could believe it because it was her best friend. So it was outruled. And eventually, when they did get found out, Karen and Laura Doyle served 23 years in California Institute for Women. They actually served time with Charlie Manson's, the girls of Charlie Manson, Susan Atkin, Leslie Van Houten, and Patricia Krenwinkel, which I can talk about that a little bit later. But so now they're both released from prison, and Karen wrote a book and a second book and is profiting off the murder. And yeah, so I began a documentary 7 years ago, and it's in the works now. It's in the works in the sense of it will most likely air this year, probably in the fall. But it's in the process of being sold and finished. So there's that. And Missy has been a force from the other side throughout the whole process. I don't know that I would have gotten through it if I didn't have her spirit with me. And I know she's connected to you, Sabrina. She feels very connected to you. And what I loved is that you've connected to her for me for a couple times now. And I hadn't given you any information about who she was as a human. You just knew the case and all that. And when you brought her through, you just brought her essence in a way nobody has before. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say to you today.
Look at this. I'm already going. Oh, okay. So just for everybody to know, I'm like an extremely emotional person, okay? I'll cry watching a cartoon. It's ridiculous. But sometimes spirits do cry through me. I don't know. I don't know if that ever happens to you, but you feel
absolutely.
the emotion of
feeling their emotion.
Yeah. So first of all, dude, you are just too goddamn fucking cute. You know that? Oh God, I wish I could pinch her cheeks. She's such a bubbly, to me. Now, mind you, I didn't know Shavaun during this time. We didn't meet till much later on in life. So I don't know all the particulars of the case. I know what Shavaun told me in the past. And then I know only what Missy tells me. But to me, she just feels like she just has this sort of like a fairy-like energy. I don't know how else to explain it. Does that make sense?
No, it absolutely makes sense. She was bubbly in the life of.
Yeah, she was. So, okay. She says, first of all, okay, hold on. These are her words here. She says, first of all, I feel blessed that I actually got to know you. I just feel sad that we weren't able to become sister-in-laws, like in the physical, in the physical.
Right, we weren't. I was not married to her brother before she died.
No, she laughed. She has this cute little I don't know, just cute laugh. She says, yeah, we would have caused trouble. I bet you would have.
We would have.
Yeah, she says that we would have drove Ernie crazy. That's what she said. You would have driven him crazy together. But she says, on a serious note, she's saying that she really pushed you to get like the documentary told. She really wanted to tell her side of the story. And that you really were a big voice for her. And she says, thank you, because she just really wanted her voice heard, and she still wants her voice heard. And she also says right now that she says, I know that this is really hard on Ernie. She says that Ernie doesn't say anything. He keeps it all quiet and he's very reserved with it. But she says she knows how much it hurts her brother to rehash and relive the story. And, she really wants him to know that that she's thanking him, like, thank you so much to my brother for being able for her to still have a voice after all this time. She is unrested. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Irene is here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting her. Yay.
She used to wear her hair in this like real coif, like very neat kind of hairdo.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying. Oh my God. Okay, I can only tell you what I'm seeing. So it's like Irene is saying she has her arm around Missy and she's like, I'm with my daughter now. It's really beautiful. Oh shit. I don't have tissue.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Oh, I found this thing.
Okay.
She's blowing you kisses. Oh, really? She's telling me to tell you Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, it's not anywhere near Valentine's, but she's telling me to tell you that. So there must be something about that day. It is February 14th. Remember that 14?
I know. Well, the number 14 has been showing up for me all this whole last year. Also 114 and 1014. But it's so funny that she said Happy Valentine's Day because, I have a granddaughter on the way and she's due in February, and my husband did a pool, because, we can't have baby showers during a quarantine. So we're trying to figure out something fun to do. And so he set out to all his friends a birth pool on what day do you think the baby's going to be born. So you have to guess the date, weight, and height or length. So I put in my guess as Valentine's Day.
No, you didn't.
I did. So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
and
my God.
It's kind of random. I ended up buying a crib on OfferUp. So it's used, and it happened to come with like a brand new bedding, and it's so cute. I had it washed and everything, and it's all hearts.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know. Irene, is Violet coming on the 14th? Wouldn't that be amazing if she actually did come on the 14th?
I know, we shall see.
We'll totally see. Oh my God, this is so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love talking to spirits, man. This shit is so much fun. She's also telling me to tell you, she's giving a kiss to Ernie. She says, tell Ernie I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm good. She's with some guy, some gentleman. Oh, let's see. That be her husband?
No.
Her husband's, who is the, oh, her father.
Yeah.
Okay, she just said father. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else they're saying, or let me see what Missy's saying. Hey, can you guys talk later? You guys have like eternity to speak. You want to do this? Okay. Well, I don't know what that means. Okay. She's showing me a picture of a Ferris wheel. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I have no idea what that means. I just see that she's just showing me this big Ferris wheel.
Who is Irene or Missy?
No, Missy.
Okay.
Missy is. Wait, is that the one in London?
Oh, the London Eye?
Is that the London Eye? Isn't that a Ferris wheel?
There is a big Ferris wheel.
Right? Okay, that's what it looks like. Hey, was she with you when you were in London?
Missy might have been spiritually with me in London. I mean,
that's what I mean. When you guys were traveling, was she there?
Yeah, I mean, Missy shows up everywhere we go. I'm not kidding. The song Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd is the song that Ernie always thinks of with her. And I'm telling you, we've traveled to Ireland, to London, Paris, Rome, everywhere we go. It was amazing. The one time when we went to Ireland, we went into a little tiny pub that was next door in the central part of Ireland, in the middle of Ireland, that was supposed to only be playing Irish music. And we walk in and we sit down, and the first song that the group plays is Wish You Were Here.
Of course. Oh, I just got chills. Well, that's her saying, yo, I'm here.
No, and she does it all the time. It's wonderful. And we just look at each other and we cry happy tears. But you know, it's sad. And I think anyone out there that has lost someone they've loved, or to murder, is a really different, it's a different kind of death. Not discounting any deaths, because all death is hard.
But I mean, being murdered's no fucking fun, you know?
It's just, it's hard to rest. We haven't been able to fully rest because we have killers that are out there.
Yeah.
And the main one, Karen, was the one who did this, and she is the one who plotted it out. Along the way, Missy told me to reach out to Laura Doyle, and I did. And Laura Doyle was the other killer. So I've talked to Laura Doyle probably 25, 30 times. And I've interviewed her for my documentary and found out what happened from her perspective. And she's never told anyone before. She had all kinds of people reach out to her from the media, and she never told her story. So I'm the first person that ever heard it, really.
Well, Missy is saying, one, she has guilt.
Yeah, she does.
A lot of guilt is what Missy is saying.
Yep.
But she's also saying, well, she hates, okay, these are my words, honey, so I apologize. I'm just using my crazy brain words. She's just not like Karen. And she's telling me that she was kind of tortured before they killed her.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she's, now I did not know this. I didn't know that they tortured her.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty awful what they did.
That's what she's literally saying. And she says, I was defenseless. Literally, I swear to God, I'm hearing her voice saying, I was defenseless. You were such.
They tied her hands behind her back.
Oh, that's why she's saying she was defenseless. Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking bitch. So yeah. Now you got a fucking pissy. I'm mad at Karen now. Can I put a spell on her? Just kidding. I will not do that. No, I will not do that. I don't do bad juju.
Let me just tell you, she's going to be watching this because she's, you know, obsessed and narcissistic and crazy and a psychopath.
But you know what? Karma's a motherfucker, Karen. Carmen is a motherfucker, and you cannot escape karma. I don't care if you're a bad person, a good person. Nobody can escape karma.
That's true.
Nobody.
It's just, when does the karma get reaped? I mean, she spent 24 years in prison. Okay, so that's cool, but she lied the whole time. Oh, go ahead. What did she say?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I want to hear.
Irene literally said, that's not enough. I swear to God, that's what Irene just said.
That's my mother-in-law.
She said that wasn't enough.
Hey, can you ask my mother-in-law, can she see Karen, what she's doing from the other side now?
Okay, let me see. She's like, she does, she's just like that. I don't know if that's, I literally see that. She says, I don't waste my time.
I'm surprised
because she says she knows that you're going to take care of it.
Okay.
For her, it's really interesting. She have a large family that's on the other side, or does she just know a lot of people that's on the other side now?
Maybe.
Because I just see a lot of people behind her on the other side, like family that's on the other side, her friends.
She had a following too of people that people looked up to her, kind of like people, she wasn't, as, I hate to say it, as popular as like Sharon Tate's mother. But she did help with parents of murdered children for a while. And so there might, as far as a large family, I'm not sure.
Okay, so that doesn't mean that. Okay, I'm sorry, because sometimes how like being psychic and medium, sometimes they kind of like merge, and sometimes when you merge, you have like a hard time differentiating. Wait, is that a spirit or am I seeing a psychic thing?
Can I explain that? It's all about the frequency, right? And like the spirits are at a higher frequency, and you and I in particular, are able to tune into that higher frequency. We get there through meditation, we get through prayer, and sometimes they just show up out of nowhere when the timing's right and whatnot. But yeah, I just, what were you saying?
So what, I'm sorry, Irene, can you repeat that, please? Huh. How do I say it in English? Documentary. She is, she's waiting for the documentary to come out.
She really wanted that to
be and for her, she's giving me the impression, and she's showing me like that documentary is like I always love the Ace of Swords, that truth, that justice. This popped out, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The tarot card popped out. So it's like she feels that documentary is going to really like light things up, really show the truth. And that's very true. And she's saying the other side of that book, because that book that was her name Karen?
Yeah.
Karen wrote, she's like a bunch of lies. Like that's literally what I'm hearing Irene say.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. The book got pulled off the market. Let me just at least say that. But the book is disgusting. It's totally written by a narcissist. Yes, ma'am. What do you hear?
I'm so sorry. Literally, I get this vision. I really think she was in love with Missy.
I know she was. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Like I'm literally seeing her fantasizing about being with Missy. I apologize. But I mean, that's just what I'm seeing in my head right now.
I think she was too. Here's the thing, is that I think that there were several layers for her. I think that she was in love, lust, obsession with her from a very young age. Karen admits in her book that she was molested by her female cousin at an early age. But Karen's connection with Missy was so obsessive. It was not normal. And it was like she wanted to possess her, obsess her, be her, be all of it. And when she couldn't control Missy anymore, then that's all. She was on a tangent to kill her. I mean, the whole summer before Missy's murder in October, you know, she was either driving by the house screaming, "I'm going to kill you, bitch," or she was calling on the phone threatening to kill her. And I'd heard in some phone calls and stuff like that. So it was just so fascinating. This woman was able to get away with murder for so long, and it was all right in front of our eyes, everything.
Did you ever do like, excuse me, oh, whoa. Oh, Missy, why are you showing me that?
What's she showing you?
She's literally showing me that she has karma with Karen.
Probably.
And this looks like it's from like, this looks like the 1600s. I always get the 16 and 1700s confused because those time frames. But she didn't have to fucking kill you. I mean, that's a choice. You make choices in life. But oh, my question was going to be, did you ever do Karen's chart and like a comparison between Karen and Missy, like just like their comparison chart? I'd be quite fascinated to see.
So Karen was adopted, and she doesn't even know her exact birth date. So it's, check this out. It's somewhere between October 1st and October like 20th or something like that. So I read her book because I needed to see what she was saying. And if, you know, I thought maybe she wrote I recovered in prison book. No, no, no. It was let's trash Missy all over again book. It was horrible. But yeah, when I read that she was adopted, they didn't know what time exactly. So she's somewhere, but what I wouldn't doubt is that she was born October 1st, the day she murdered Missy.
You know, oh my God, you said that, and I literally got this little chill up my back here. That's just, yeah, because you know, like that's to me. I mean, obviously, it's very karmic. Um, hold on a second. I'm sorry, honey. What did you say? She says, "I love this." This is literally. She's saying, "I love this."
We're doing this.
Yeah, yeah. She really loves you. She's telling me that she really loves you, and she's really happy that Ernie. She goes, she says, "I'm happy Ernie finally came to you." She was like, "Finally."
Well, you know, my mother-in-law was and has always been the matchmaker with me and her, you know, I wouldn't have gotten together with Ernie if it wasn't for my mother-in-law. She was this one that said, "I wish he would date you." So I love her. I miss her. I'm glad she's with her baby girl again though.
Yeah, Missy's saying they spend a lot of time together. She says, "But my mother lectures me a lot." She's your mother. Well, technically, they're not really mother and daughter anymore, but they're probably like soul related, you know, like they're from the same soul family or something. Yes. Oh, Irene goes, "I will always be her mother." Well, that's true.
So let me ask, can we ask what happened when Irene crossed over? How did her and Missy reconnect? Can she tell that?
Yeah, let me see if let me see. Okay, hold on a second. I need this in a minute.
I mean, can I tell you what I saw that night?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
So the night Irene died, I kept seeing her and Missy standing outside a movie theater, and they were both smoking cigarettes. And Irene was wearing high heels and she had her earrings on and she was all decked out, ready for the show. And then when they showed the marquee, it was like the Irene. So she was getting ready to go view her life. You know how they do that when you die? Oftentimes, when you pass away, your guides will take you to a movie of your life, and they give you the highlights and the lowlights and what you were supposed to learn in that lifetime, what you didn't learn, all that sort of stuff. So she did that, and then for like after she saw her life, she was a little upset, and she couldn't. She was feeling really, really trapped and upset that she died, and upset that she wasn't going to be with her family again. And then I saw her kind of trapped in this sort of hospital room in her own head. And so I said, Mom, you got to get out of there. And then Missy came and got her, and it was like they flew away into heaven. And so it freed her up from, you know, the sadness of dying, because, you know, we get attached here. I think we all get sad when we leave. Why ghosts stick around? Because they're not ready to cross. There was unfinished business. We didn't get to tell someone we love them, whatever it was. So she helped her, and they went. That's what I saw. But I was curious if there's any other information that maybe
Yeah. Irene says though that she says you're right, because yeah, I see that. Oh God, Jesus, how do I explain that in earth words? So it is sort of like Irene saw Missy, and you know, they did see each other. Like, you know, like you were saying, like it was almost like Missy was the light, and Irene saw the light and then saw Missy and then went. Like, does that make sense?
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
But Irene is saying, but they didn't let me like stay with her in the beginning.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, with the movie, it was like she was able to stand outside and smoke the cigarette, and they were able to catch up for a minute, and then Irene had to go into to
Yeah.
watch her life.
Yeah. So it's like she wasn't able, and hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my God. I hate when they download stuff and then I gotta like translate what they're saying. But Missy's saying like she knew right away. She came right away. She knew Mom was gonna pass. That those are her words. I knew Mom was gonna pass. I came right away. Irene said when after she passed, she was a little agitated because Irene's like, well, I thought I could just do what I wanted after I was free. You know, like I could go where I wanted. And she wasn't able to go. There were certain protocols. Oh yeah, there's always protocols. You know, to me, I always see the other side as like a mirror image of Earth, but not so dense. You know, it's a little bit different, obviously, on a higher level, but you still have certain rules you have to follow. You know, spirits still have certain rules that they have to follow after they pass.
Right.
She says later on, and I'm asking her in my head, well, how many months or weeks in Earth talk or Earth? A couple, okay. And she got to know Missy again. She says, I got to know my daughter again because it'd been so long since I saw her. Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
Oh my gosh, it was exact. Here's the most interesting thing about the day Irene died, and I just, again, don't believe in coincidence. January 17th. It was exactly 2 of Missy's lifetimes since she'd been gone. So 1717, it had been 34 years.
Wow.
And she died on the 17th, which was how old Missy was when she died.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, January's my birthday. And in a weird way, I became her other daughter,
yeah.
You know, after, I mean, I was her daughter-in-law, and nothing could replace Missy, but I was the girl who called her mom for 35 years. So.
Okay, hold on. She says, I love you. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, fuck, are you serious? She says that once this documentary comes out, she says Karen is going to try to strike back.